Okay, so this is your typical Pythagoras in 3D problem. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to find the distance between A and C, which are the two diagonally opposite. It's the largest distance in one of these shapes as well. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find that. Now, that you can't just do in one step. You've got to do it twice. So if you actually have a look at this thing, you actually have a rectangle here at the bottom. You've got a rectangle there, and so which has measurements of 4 and 7. So what you're actually trying to do is you're trying to find the distance between, whoops, not that one. You're trying to find the distance between this and that there, and then go straight up. So you can make like a triangle that's kind of in this plane that's kind of standing upright. So basically what you're doing is you're finding this hypotenuse, and then that becomes the lower side. That becomes the bottom side for the next triangle. So let's see how this goes. So what we want to do, we want to find this. So we know that if we've got our triangle, let's go over this thing, 4, 7, we'll find the hypotenuse. So this is, let's see, so it's 4 squared plus 7 squared. We're taking the square root of that. So what's that? 1649, which is 65. So that's 8 point something. So it's 8.06. So we'll say that's equal to 8. Now that we've got that, we can now say we've got a diagonal here of 8. So what happens is, now we've got like a triangle that goes, we've got the bottom there, we've got one side there, and we've got the hypotenuse going from A to C. Now, we know that one side of that, so we can draw that out here. We know that the vertical side is 2, and the horizontal side is this 8 here. Or, if we want to be more exact, we can take this square root of 65 and put it there. This is the square root of 65. And now once again, we just go through Pythagoras Theorem again. So we're going to find distance A to C. So we're going to say that is the square root of the square root of 65 squared plus 2 squared. Now what's really cool is the fact that this becomes 65. Square root squared becomes 65, it's just the same thing, plus 4. So we're looking for the square root of 69. And once again, it's going to be something about 8, a bit more than 8. And we're at 8.3. So we have 8.3 as that there. So that's your typical Pythagoras in 3D question. You've got to do it twice. You've got to work it out twice. Once for the hypotenuse here at the bottom, and then that hypotenuse at the bottom becomes the bottom of the next triangle when you're finding the vertical, when you're going this way to find out the diagonal between the two there. But they're the steps that you take.